Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ponless Challenge Run, the live stream series where we are trying to beat a hat in time while collecting as few pawns as possible. If you want to watch these challenge runs on your own time, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and boot that bell button to stay notified. When we last left off, we managed to complete 3 different levels, which I'll note here. There we are. So when we last left off, we managed to complete 3 levels. Mafia Town and Barrel Battle ended up being Ponless, whereas We Came From Outer Space turned out that we had to pay some pawns to get into the level, but the level itself didn't need to collect any pawn. As for what we're doing tonight, the main focus is definitely going to be Down With The Mafia, since, as we saw from last stream, there's a lot going on in that level. Hey Copper Nicholson, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Welcome! So as I was mentioning, tonight we're going to be trying to see how few pawns we can get in Down With The Mafia. Considering... Now, there isn't anything we can do about the doors or that vent, but as for that one, we'll say open doorway, I have an idea that I want to try out. But, before we get into it, this is the amount of pawns we had to do to get this far in the various levels beforehand. And now, let's see, we currently have 17 pawns starting with Down With The Mafia, and hopefully we'll keep that as low as possible. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Copper Nicholson. Ooh, you're almost done filling out a job application. Nice. Fair enough, just for the background entertainment. Well, hey. I am honored to be your background entertainment, sir. And best of luck with your job applications, because I know that can be a process yourself. Now, those who are wondering why I'm not going to that cannon, it's because we found out last year we can avoid that pawn if we make use of the infinite height glitch. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on right now, is trying to do the infinite height glitch. Snowflake! Thank you so much for dropping by! How's it going? Fair enough, Copper Nicholson. Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Snowflake, this might be the first Hat in Time stream you've seen, so welcome! Or at least for the Ponless Challenge Run, so thank you so much for dropping by.
Take this and this.
This is kind of where things stand right now. We managed to beat the first 2 levels Ponless, but the 3rd level we had to spend some pawns to actually enter it. And now we're trying to get collect as few pawns as possible in this level, which is going to be tricky. And you might find this funny, Snowflake, because I actually have to do a glitch to avoid one of the pawns in this level, so let's see if I can get it going. There we go. Jesus, Sundink! Da 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 da. Glad to hear it's going well, Snowflake. Just been chilling? Cool. Oh, it's all good, Snowflake. Glad to have you here, though. And, if you're wondering what I'm doing, basically, I think the way this works is that when Hack Kid picks up the bucket, it's essentially giving her upward momentum, but because she's standing on a platform that she's raising up, it would be like if you could do that sort of cartoon thing where you're pulling yourself upward infinitely. That's kind of what Hack Kid's doing right here. How's everything going for me, Snowblast? Well, it's going pretty well. I got to visit my family for the holidays, which was fun. And in fact, if I sound a little bit different, that's that visit's part of it. I got a new microphone. I received a new microphone for Christmas, so things might sound a little bit clearer. And beyond that, just continuing to do what I usually do, so working on my game, of course. I finally did end up drawing some character portraits for the main character, Dorothy. And that was an adventure, but I'm glad to say that character portraits will be at least a norm for the game now, so That makes me really excited. Oh, pawns. Oh dear. And the glitch didn't work because I don't think we got close enough. Reset. Yep. It's exactly Snowflake. So the character portraits, or at least the character portrait for Dorothy. It's the best I could do, but I thought it works for what I'm going for, and it adds more to especially dialogue once I start to implement that. And I also started writing for, I'd say, the prologue of the game. Yeah, let's try that again. But I started writing for the prologue of the game, and I think I've got the opening cutscene written, or at least a good first draft of it. Sure, Snowflake. Remind me after. If you can remind me at the end of the stream, I'll be sure to send you a link of one of the character portraits. But yeah. So we're starting Down With The Mafia with 17 pawns. This is what it took for us to get here. Without further ado, let's see how many pawns we can avoid. And to start off, we're going to try and avoid using that cannon. So, I need to head for the buckets. Yep, of course, Snowflake. Just make sure to remind me at the end of the stream, since I might forget. I don't want to. So, I want to make sure I don't forget. So. Oh, and speaking of artwork, have you been working on any drawings as of late? Okay, hopefully there's... We're good. There's no Heart Pond stand tonight. Oops. Let's set the infinite height glitch going. Hopefully this time we'll go in the right direction. I think there's some way to control it, but it's very, very strange. Okay, nope.
Take this.
Wait.
This.
Yep.
Take this and that.
Where'd it go?
Mafia just helped
Oh.
build character.
How do we even get under there?
Feel the pain?
Let's try that again.
Eat dirt.
Oh, that's really cool, Snowflake. Feel free to message me with that artwork of your red panda character, or if it's on your Twitter profile, I can check it out. But that's really cool. Do you have a name for that character that you draw? How did I decide this particular question, Snowflake? That's a good question. So, I was looking at when I was looking at Hat in Time, I'm like, okay, what kind of challenges could I do for this game? Because I try to do challenge runs that haven't been done before, if possible. It's not always possible, but wherever possible, I do try to do that. So that meant Jumpless was out, first of all. And I did look up Jumpless, and it turns out that in order to do Jumpless, you actually need co-op, so that's not something I can do, so that's why Jumpless was out for starters. Then I kind of looked at no damage, and I'm like, okay, no damage looks like it could be fun. But I could see how it might, it would still be basically a regular playthrough. I would just have to do everything perfectly. And I'm like, well, what other kinds of things are there? And then I thought back of a lot of challenge runs I've seen of some of the Mario games where you try to complete the game while collecting like as few coins as possible. And then I looked up for a Hat in Time to see if anyone had done something similar, which would be like collecting as few bonds as possible. And while one guy did try to do it, I think he only did the first couple of levels and then gave up. Hello, LBSR. Thank you so much for dropping by. How you been? I'm a masochist for doing this. I mean, considering that I did the Crossroad Node speed run, that's not that's not going to be easy. Oh, I agree, Albie. It's going to be really tricky because you can't really do Ponless, but if you notice with this chart here, I'm trying to see what the minimum number of pawns are for each of the 56 timepieces. So, It's still fun. It's just kind of a different thing. Ah, fair enough, LBSR. All right, that should be high enough. Let's see if we can get over there.
You took
There
your
we go.
time. Help me out here. Get these brutes off.
I think we got up here. Yeah. I would be curious as to how you do this Ponless Alfie, considering that this stage coming up has some sections that I don't think we can skip.
Good job, kid.
Just have pawns in areas that aren't exactly ideal. But if you have any tips, I'd be certainly willing to hear you out. But going back to, but bear in mind, I do not have the ability to access co-op. I do not have a controller, so so if it does require that, that's kind of out of the question. Do I know how to lag clip? I do not, but I'd be willing to learn. Is there something I need to grab before I go inside this building? As I'm sure you're aware, there's quite a few doorways and stuff in here that have pawns. But yeah, so Snowflake, to answer your question, that's kind of how it started. I was looking at some of the old coinless challenge runs from the Mario games, and I thought, you know what, this hasn't really been done before, or if it has, it hasn't really been documented, so let's go for it. That'd be a cool way to experience this game in a new way. And, yep, that's correct, Snowflake. So the starting pawns is the amount of pawns we start the level with, so as not to get confused. Alright, let's... time to enter again. Yep, that's very true, LVSR. And we did make sure to already note that She Came From Outer Space requires 5 pawns. But that's only the entry fee, not like within the level. So, while I go down the buckets, if you don't mind me asking, how does a lag clip work? Is that like something that involves co-op, LB, or is it something else entirely? Oh, I see. So it's actually not doing the level early insofar as it is actually clipping into other worlds early. Interesting. Okay. So it's like this would be back on the ship. Yep, and yeah, the music here is great, Snowflake. Alright. In that case, I will say after this level, I would be curious to hear how to do these lag clips, because that might change how this challenge run works. Okay, dropped it, and got it. There's that, and there's that. Alright, I collect the create lag next to a ledge, then I buffer a vault up from edge grab. Oh, I see. Okay. That'll be interesting to try out for sure. Let's just get rid of those guys so we don't have to worry about them. I would say no, Snowflake, because I do still want to check out all of the timepieces. But if we are able to lag clip, then what that would mean is that theoretically, you could skip some of these levels and perhaps try some others. But I do still want to document all the levels just for the fun of it. So, now as for this doorway, here's kind of my idea. So, I've tried and failed miserably to dive through that doorway without collecting pawns. So, when I was kind of thinking back on the footage, I thought, what if I tried to use buckets to like make a platform to crawl under the door while still being above the green pawns? And that's something I want to try out at least. Before we do that, I do want to... I thought I would need 3 buckets, because 2 buckets, of course, to create that platform to crawl on, and 1, of course, to hit the button with. So let's see if this will work. Nope. Fair enough. Now we try this. Okay, so the idea here is just to make this a little bit higher. Try the chair. Okay, maybe that's high enough. I don't think that's quite high enough. Yeah, a bit of a higher platform. How about like the banister? Okay, that's might be too high. Yeah, that's too high. Then we can get this under to try it. No, just a little bit. Ah, okay. That might work. Okay, let's try that. So, I'm hoping this is high enough not to collect pawns. Trying to find out. If you wanted. All right. No. Okay. Well, that's not quite high enough to do what I'm hoping it would do. Oh, we can stand there though. That's interesting. Not know that. Now we can crawl under here, so that is good. It's that one pawn. All right. So, but that might work if it was just a little bit higher. Alright, what I'm thinking is this is promising, but we'll need to get a fresh start on this at some point. Sure, LBSR, feel free to link that, but I would prefer to try and do something with an explanation first if possible. Alright, let's see if... Now! That's probably too high. Yep. Oh, it's 1 minute? Okay. Okay, this up. Hello, Zekas Fails! Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? I'm trying an idea to dodge pawns in this doorway. The premise being that if we... Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. Good question, Snowflake. I did know about the bucket glitches, but I didn't know how to do it. I did not know about the lag clip. Oh. Or boot clip, as LBSR is put. I'm guessing you speedrun this game, LBSR, or stuff like that, because I don't think I've seen you on stream before. Cool. Yeah, the speedruns for a game like this are always really impressive. There's just so much that can be done. Maybe that's high enough? Well, first, can I actually crawl? There's the question. Ow. I'm gonna back up here and see what happens. Okay. Work. Oh. Interesting. So, I think what's happening here is that the ceiling is so tight that it's just pushing Hackett under. And even if, yeah, I don't think this idea is going to work. Aw, that's a shame, Albia. Sorry, I'm sorry to hear that your PC gives up at Alpine. It's probably because it has to load so many objects at once. Yeah, I think this bucket idea probably isn't going to work. However, I think one thing we did learn from all these shenanigans is that we can walk into this doorway without collecting that pawn. Okay, I didn't realize that would collect pawns, but I think we might be able to get through this doorway with only one pawn if we just commit to landing in the center of it. Well, let's go back to the hub, because I do want to try out that, the strat Albie is suggesting. Yes, if I'm able to do that, then that does change things quite a bit. Alright. So, I am going to take a look at Albie's video real quick. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, so bad. The last time I played it actively was like I played it a little bit here and there, but the last time I played it actively was like right before Rigid was released.
Alright, everybody, welcome back. Now, I did take a look at Albie's clip, and I'm going to try to emulate his suggestion. But, so feel free to give me some pointers, Albies, just because this is the first time I'm attempting this. Before we do that, I should update the memo with our starting pawns. Alright. So, my understanding of this... Not that. There we go. We need to do a boop. And then... Kinda. The boop thing is not possible on... Oh. So I'd have to do this on an earlier version of the game. Alright, that's not something I would do. Is this still doable without boop? Or the lad clip is? Okay. So how's the lad clip work? Am I supposed to... Like I'm supposed to, like, crawl up a door or something? If you have a timestamp for it, I'd be willing to hear you out, of course. Oh, I know, Snowplay. I agree, especially since we're not doing the no bonk bags this run to keep with the tradition of trying to do things bonkless. Or I should try to do things as ponless as possible. Alright. While Albie's looking for that... Oh, lag clipping works the same everywhere, so you can just look at me flipping back inbounds. Okay. One moment, everybody. I'll be right back. Let's...
Oh, so bad. Just the games today.
Alright.
played it a little bit here and there, but the last time I played it actively was like right before Frigate was released.
Okay, so is the idea that you're trying to... I think I kinda, sorta, not really understand. So, is the idea, Albie, that I'm trying to change the... like, the settings, like the graphic settings to cause lag? Is that the idea here? Mobile visual quality? Change the graphics quality to cause lag. Quickly unpause and hold the jump button to buffer the vault. Okay. Smud dance is Smud. No one is around to help. Exactly. Alright, so... let's say I'm around here. I pause. There's a game set. Not that. Go to graphics settings. I set this to... that. Quickly unpause. Unpause, hold the jump. Quickly unpause and hold the jump button to buffer. Fast to get close to the ledge, but not quite ledge heavy yet. So this, like this ledge, I imagine. Okay. Settings. Graphic. You have to be close to the edge, but... this is... reading. Okay. Oh, okay, so quick unpause is like you change it and then just pop out, I guess, so... oh, yeah, I can do escape to unpause quickly. Okay. So, graphic settings. Oop. I don't think that was quite it. Be around here. You recommend using A and D to switch settings instead of the mouse. Okay. Thanks for the tip. Right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was not quick on pause. I see. Oh. Well, I definitely saw a lad, but I don't know if that was... I also should be asking him, where exactly should I be jumping? Is it by the door here, or is it this screen right here? Or is it somewhere else entirely? Good question, Snowflake. Has this run been easier or harder than I expected? I'd say it's kind of in the middle. There's some levels that I thought would be pretty easy, like the first level, and it was. But what's interesting about this run is there are so many areas with pawns that just take me by complete surprise. For example, during Barrel Battle, I remember facing those, I had no idea that the Mafia dropped pawns when you defeated them, and that actually took me for a loop and made the battle a bit harder. So that's kind of the fun of it, it's just kind of the surprise factor of, oh, I didn't remember there were pawns here. Now, how do we deal with this? Oh, it's perfect for lab entry. Okay. A and let's think that quick. Alright, so I think the idea is I have to just be right near that ledge. Nope. There, maybe? Okay. Traffic signs. Oh. Ah. Is that it? That wasn't it. Yeah, that's true, Albie. I remember Barrel Battle was you'd have to be fast and very careful, so. Oh, this might be it. And yes, Snowflake, this is my first Hat and Time challenge run, so. It has been fun trying to figure out these new things. Or new things to me, at least. Nope. Alright, one more time, and if not that, then I guess I'll have to revisit this idea some other time, maybe, just because it's not... isn't something that I know how to do or do effectively. And unlike the buckets thing where I could kind of do trial and error here I have no idea what's supposed to be happening. LPSR, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying my best here. I probably look like I'm butchering this really hard since you can probably do this quite easily and I just don't know what I'm doing exactly. Oh, any level I'm specifically excited to do in this challenge? Great question, Snowflake. I wouldn't say I'm excited for this level, but there is a level that I'm scared for, and that would be Ship Shape in Chapter 6. That level is a nightmare even on a normal run, but the premise of the level is you have to, like, go back and forth on, like, this giant cruise ship, I think, like, 20 times or something like that, and taking all these different routes, and there's pawns. There probably don't be pawns everywhere, so to do that level Ponless, I think, would be an accomplishment. Or to do that level with as few pawns as possible would be an accomplishment. Fair enough, Hopper Nicholson. Yeah, this is my first try I'm trying to do Cat Kid's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, I could buffer a jump like that. Maybe... I would say no to that LBSR. I understand if it's like normalized for speed runs, but for this, I do want to try and keep it within the confines of the game itself. Now we just... Alright, so might have done that just a bit too late. Ah, that's a... Aw, thanks, Snowflake. I really appreciate the words of encouragement. And you are right, I did... Right, if we can beat Shizuka at level 1, we can hopefully figure out how to do this lag clip glitch. Alright, maybe we'll try something like this. Hey, Seven Size, thank you so much for dropping by. How you been? Oh, you're trying to see if you can watch this on mobile so you're not more at work? Oh. The other thing that might be a problem, Albie, is I actually have a fairly good computer, so... Like, I'm not used to lagging, if that's, So, the timing for this might not be as... Oh, that was lag, I think. The timing for this might not be as ideal. So, for those who are wondering what I'm trying to do... Oh, it's still fine by our computers? Okay, then maybe that's not an issue, it's just... Nope. Just might have to switch by 2 stages instead of just 1. Okay. Alright, if Raffit's is a consistent way to lad, then I'll take your word for it. What's here? Oh. Nope. Yeah, that's true. Right, let's... Nope. I think I understand what the idea here is, that you're trying to lad with the ledge grab and then fall, I think, downwards. That's a great line, Snowflake. Who knew there would be a time when someone wanted to lad? Because usually lad's a bad thing. Maybe? Actually hold neutral while doing it. Okay, so don't... So by neutral, do you mean the jump button or just the forward button, or... Oh, hold neutral means no. Okay, so it's just if we do this right, it'll just happen automatically. Okay. Darn it. It's like I'm trying to cast a spell, but I don't quite know how to do all the steps. That's all good. Walk off. Okay. Alright. I'm looking at the time, chat. I've been doing this for almost 10 minutes, so it wasn't as long as it took to do the buckets, mind you, but... Like that. And... Okay. Well, I'll have to keep that in the back of my mind, but I don't think it's... Or maybe try to practice that on my own time, but for now, I don't really see myself being able to accomplish that quite yet. There's definitely something I don't understand, so... I appreciate the help, Aldi, but I'm sorry, I just don't... It isn't quite diving with me at the moment. So for now, let's try to continue what we're doing. So, we're starting with 21 pawns, and this is the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, let's try to see if we can keep this level with a few pawns. That's fair enough, Copper Nicholson. So, I'm guessing that glitch is probably easier to do than the... There's a door clip glitch in a... I think it's Jedi Fallen Order that's so difficult to do that speedrunners have it as a separate category, because it's extremely unreliable. I'm guessing with the whole ledge grabbing thing, like with the bucket glitch, perhaps that's much more consistent with practice. Alright. Are we going up? Well, we're spinning really fast. We're going up. Hey, Dr. Spudnik, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? We are ascending very, very fast. And hey, guys, it starts out. Welcome. How are you both been? It's like Hat Kid has become a helicopter. I think I'm going to be sick. Hat Kid? Are you messing with the laws of physics again? No. Hat Kid. It's not healthy to have that much centripetal acceleration. I know, but I want to reach you, Mustache Girl. Then use the cannon, Hat Kid. But there's a pawn there. Hat Kid! Just in time for liftoff, exactly as it starts down. Oh, we're going faster. I'm just trying to get enough height so I can dive towards it and trigger the, trigger the checkpoint. Because I do not know how to control this for the life of me. Alright, and now this is gonna hurt.
You took your time.
Or not.
Help me out here.
Infinite rotation. Infinite rotation, yes.
Get these
Alright, we're still at 21 pawns, that's good. Now use all of our pawns.
Good job, kid.
Yep. Exactly, Copper Nicholson. You spin me right round. Exactly. Alright, now for the tricky part. Let's go! It's showtime, baby! Alright, so what we learned last time is that if we jump carefully into the doorway, we can only collect that one pawn, and that might be a way to minimize things. First, we need to get our bucket. And as it stands, currently the two doorways that we open each require one pawn, and that vent requires 2 pawns. But beyond that, there are some promising circumstances here with this door. We can just carefully walk our way in there. That might be dangerous. Okay, we're in. Now we just have to very carefully try to jump our way out of here. Okay. Whew. That is such a narrow walkway. That down there. Grab ourselves the key. And now we have to do it again. Oh dear. Well, this might help. So we just try to nudge ourselves in. Come on, Hat Kid. Hat Kid's just up there. Try that again. Oh, yes! Let's go! Now I just have to dive over that pawn. Ah, thank you for the dab, LVSR. I appreciate it. No! We have to do that again. No! I was just thinking to myself, I swear if I mess this up, if I mess up that dive. Good question, Dr. Sputnik. So, Ponless means we try to collect as few pawns as possible. And here, if you see by this chart, this is kind of how many pawns it's taking to beat these different levels. Whether through the entry fee or through the pawns inside the level. And now we're trying to see what the minimum number of pawns are to complete this level are. No money equal no problems, I mean. I guess that's Hat Kid's philosophy here. Yeah, I don't like money. Good question, Snowplay. I think in a run like this is a situational thing. Like, the bucket glitch obviously is really cool because it feels like there's kind of a skill to it. But if there were, like, say, a glitch, for example, to prevent us from collecting pawns, I don't think that would be good. Like, that would kind of defeat the fun of the challenge run, of course. Necessarily, like, if there's, like, some kind of glitch that makes you invincible, I don't like that kind of thing either. But when I think a glitch is done stealthily, whether it's the bucket glitch or the, if we're talking crosscode terms, the jump air dash cancel actually feels like a legitimate technique, but you have to pull it off correctly. Like, to me, those kinds of glitches are fine. Here. Why do I use the umbrella? Oh yeah, exactly, LVSR. So, there's the spreadsheet. Unfortunately, I cannot believe that the umbrella actually has, like, a hit box for it to collect pawns. That is something I did not know. Alright, but I should update the starting amount so it's accurate. Oh, you have one of this. Oh, interesting, LBSR. I did not know that. That's really cool. Well, in that case, it'll be interesting to see how few pawns I can collect in that case, since I'm not a skilled speedrunner by any chance. I don't even really speedrun. I just like to do challenge runs. So we'll say, what is the minimum number of pawns that can be collected by someone who is a novice at glitches? That's kind of what this stream is becoming. But we have fun here as well. Doing the meme challenges and talking about game design. Alright. Let's try to be a bit more careful here to not collect the pawns from those raccoons. And also try to avoid using the umbrella, since the umbrella apparently it acts like a net for all the pawns. Right, let's see if we can get the glitch going.
Down to Mafia.
Huh?
Mafia just help you win.
Okay, there we go. So I'll activate a sense. Free chat. Oh, I have to grab 5 for... Okay, yep, that's a good point. Oh yeah, she came from outer space. True LBSR, which we already did. Oh yeah, that's definitely... I appreciate the compliment, but I don't mean like not skilled in gameplay. I meant like not skilled in doing glitches, because I am not skilled at all in doing glitches. But in terms of actually trying to get better at games, I do my best. I don't think there is a way to do that, Copperhead, so that's good to know. Oh, really? It is possible to do 0 pawns Mafia boss? Alright. Man, I still can't believe we missed the platform there, but...
You took your time. Get these.
At least we managed to get up here, and we're still at 25 points, so that's good. Okay. I do want to give it a try for maybe a few minutes. We can try lad clipping in here. Because if not, then we do have to go through the doors, in which case will, of course, require us to... Oh no, I did hear Cyberpunk 2077 had a lot of glitches, but the game's fun, that's what matters. Yes, Snowflake, I think I'll be keeping the channel points as sandwiches, unless we think of something better, probably related to the game I'm developing. But since I don't really have anything from that game yet to reference, and since I haven't really showed any gameplay yet, I mean, right now there isn't any playable gameplay yet, just a lot of testing things. I think for now we'll stick with sandwiches, which is fine by me. And time breaks with lag, yep. Alright, so let's try that. Oh, hold on, we need the bucket again. I almost looked at that on there. Play Crossroad and you literally play as a bug. No. Oh, interesting. So you can, like, run faster with Lad? Or jump in the air with Lad? Good to know. Thanks for sharing that. I like your comment, Dr. Sputnik. Hey, I take offense to that, Dr. Sputnik. And I'll have you know that I never install all mods that are harmful accidentally. And look what's about to know it's speedrun, didn't you have to select that? Oh, that was Antomicx, not me. Sure. Now let's see if we can get this. There. Oop. Okay. Our way in there. Wait, okay, so we can just kind of walk diagonally there and we'll be okay. Yeah, that was a great comment, Dr. Sput. I swear I am going to lose my mind on this level. Well, no, not that. I hit the pawn outside the bathroom. Which is completely avoidable. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found the first level that's giving me trouble. Just like this is kind of like the second Apollo fight in a way. I wish I knew how to do those though, Albie. Oh well. Time for stats, rush, yes, Snowflake, so much yes. Alright, so we're starting Down With The Mafia with this main pawns. This is how many pawns it took for us to get here. Without further ado, let's try to keep doing it. Oh cool, LBSR, thank you so much. I'll have to check that out at some point. Actually, I usually do take a break around 8 o'clock anyway, so if it's around 8, then during break I'll try and check it out. Honestly, Copper, no, it's fine, because, to be fair, there were some, like, runs and a half time we had to retry so many times for silly reasons. And that is a really good emote, Albie. I like the happy hat kit. Okay, we're still at 27 pawns, that's good. Try to be very... No, hack it.
Take this and that. Take this and this.
Anu. I don't think I've seen that Anu. What do they typically stream? Oh.
Wow, Mafia. Mafia just help you build character. Eat dirt.
Fair enough, Albie. So holding neutral, that just means trying to do nothing. Oh, he's a fellow Hat and Time speedrunner. I guess that makes sense. That's why he would add the hat kit. Somebody asked you, Snowflake. Are those layout notes, I'm trying to remember. I think you drew some layout notes like, those before. Or if not, that might be from Radical Fish Games.
Feel the pain? Good.
Oh, here we go. There we go. We are ascending just very, very slowly. Hey, Sensory Eros, thank you so much for dropping by. How you been? What if the hat was out of time? Good question. Well, we are ascending. Well, we were ascending. Just not in the right direction.
Eat dirt. Feel the pain? Good.
Cool, Snowflake. And I think that's really sweet that you like to send lots of love to everyone. So that's always really good. I think we're going up. Please tell me we're going up. All right, we're going up. But we are. Oh, come on. Oh no! Here we go. She's Spain again. Maybe I can control this somehow. Oh, yep. Atkins, become a helicopter. Let's go. The spinning begins again. Yep. It is so hard to control. All we have to do is get close enough to the platform while we're high enough, and if we do that, then we'll just get changed. Hey, TedMed DMs, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Yep, it is an experience. But we're trying to collect as few pawns as possible with my limited knowledge and ability to do glitches, so... Dive. I hope that was good enough.
You took
All right,
your time.
good, it was.
Help me out.
Still 27 pawns, let's go. Carefully.
Good job, kid.
Good job, Hack Kid. This is only like the 7th time we've tried to do this mission, right? Oh, come on, I'm doing my best. We'd be going faster if you weren't trying to dodge all these green pawns. What is it with you and money anyway, Hack Kid? Do you hate market economics or something? Maybe. Or rather, what's market economics? Oh, come on, Hack Kid. Don't tell me they don't have market economics on your world. How did you know I'm from another world? I have secrets. We're still good. That was close. Oh, cool, Teton at DMs. I have seen some of your posts on Twitter, and nice. I'm glad you were able to catch me live this time. Happy to have you here. Did you have a good week? Oh my goodness. What is going on in chat? I feel you there, Headband DMs. That's no fun. I definitely prefer... Sleep is so important. When you have those days where it's just so hard to sleep, that can be really, really annoying. Oh yeah, parfait is perfect in French. Exactly. Parfait. Thank you, Emily. Let's walk very, very carefully out of here. Okay, now we just have to get the dive right. Okay. All we have to do is double jump and dive. Let's go! And in case you're wondering, chat, I do have to collect that pawn because if not, it would force me into there from the animation. So, that pawn before the door is in the void, but the one in that little outpost was. That sounds like a lot, Copper Nicholson, but okay. Yep, just like that. So, again, another mandatory pawn there. Without flipping glitches, of course, which I don't know how to do, so... We're trying our best here. And see if we can carefully pop from up here. So for that area there, I need to do 2 pawns. It's just that one at the far end that we do. 1, 2. Alright, that's the best we can do there. So we're doing good, chat. This is the best we've done so far. Now we just need to see if we can make it through here without collecting more funds. Which I think we'll be able to do is be careful. There he is, chat, the Mafia boss. Sure, Albie, you can repost that again. I'll take a look at it after the when I go on break after the probably after the boss fight, assuming we can do that ponless. Or as close to ponless as possible. Right now I'm being very, very conservative with this guy since I know they do drop I know that they drop pons, so it's like they're creepers in a way, so from Minecraft, so you have to be very careful if they get too close. Okay, doing good.
So, it is you!
It is you who made this floating spinny junk come into my abode. I need to make you clean up.
Ever since you landed in Mafia Town, it's been raining with these magical hourglasses.
It's been raining with this junk.
You must be very lost, kid with the hat. You're in the heart
Kid
of
with
the
the
town,
hat.
standing before the most powerful man you will ever witness. Everything you've ever owned belongs to me now.
And soon it will be your hat. One boss up my butt.
Including this hourglass piece. If you want it, we'll have to settle it in true Mafia style. Lights, action!
Now if he does.
It
Okay, no
is
pawns with the Mafia boss.
showtime!
Good to know, Albie. In that case, we just need to do this boss.
Supercharge!
This is such a fun boss, and it's good for a first boss as well, because it's just 2D platforming.
Blammo! Supercharge!
The thumbnail for the street is go away, please. Yes, so much yes. I approve Contreras, I approve. What? Okay. I think I only had to bind it there, but it's all good. Ow.
I've got your friend captured and
No, they have mustache girl.
perish.
It's such a fun level.
Mafia ball!
Oh, look at that attack, chat. Come on. There we go. So many hard pawns.
Ultra charge! Mega charge!
Now the real attack here. Come on. Oh dear. I messed up.
Mafia ball!
That's all good. Carefully. There we go.
Away with you!
Almost got knocked off stage there.
Gonna get you! Ultra charge!
Man, he's off screen. That's not good.
Mega charge!
There we go. Let's go! Well, it wasn't off screen, but it was very close to the edge of the map. Alright, so we started with, I want to say 27 pawns, so we're ending with 32 pawns. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 pawns for Mafia Boss. Let's update the pawn table. Oh, before we do that, cutscene. That junk is mine, hackhead.
What? So what do these things do anyway? Are they some sort of rare collector's item for nerds?
That's an excellent voice of play. We did a boss without the use of pause buffering. That is incredible, especially for these streams. That's good. Alright, before we continue, let's update the the pawn table. So it took 5 pawns for us to do Mafia Boss. There we go. But yeah, Alvi, I don't think you saw the Crosscode No XP challenge run, but if you ever decide to, it's, my junk! It's, we used pause buffering a lot with, the bosses because of how tough they were. And especially on the PvP battles, that was pretty crucial for parrying. Wait, how'd your junk end up down there?
Whoa! What? What? Did you know about this?
Did you know that your junk can be used for time travel? That's amazing, Hat Kid. It's mine. Leave it be.
This is crazy! Do you even realize what could be done with these? We can make it so that you never got punched in the face by the Mafia that one time.
Oh, come on, Mustache Girl. You know it was more than once.
We could beat up the Mafia, travel back in time, and then beat them up again!
We could have so much fun, you and I. And together, we would rule the world!
No, wait. We can make it so the Mafia never arrived on the island! Wait! Even better! We could be crime-fighting time travelers!
And like I've said before, Chad, Mustache Girl's voice actress is amazing. I'm not a hero, Mustache
what?
Girl.
This doesn't make any sense. You have all this power, and you're not gonna use it to fight evil?
That's right. I just want to go home, Mustache Girl. I need to go back to Planet France.
If you're not gonna use them to fight evil, then I will. I'm not gonna let this island remain as Mafia Town. I'll collect all the timepieces for myself. You have my word on it. Ha!
Wait. Aww. Now, chat, if you're wondering why I worded Rule 3 so particularly, it's because of this specific cutscene, where, they actually... Mustache Girl does steal half your pawns. And that's how Mustache Girl became enemies with Hat Kid. Oh well. Yes, come on, Emily, be like Spider-Man. But I'm not Spider-Man. I'm not Spider-Man. Don't you get it? I'm not a hero. I mean, I do this. Would a hero do this? I think not. Alright. Well, I do need to take a quick break, and I also did promise Albie I would shut down his tutorial, so, in the meantime, don't worry, guys, I will be right back. I guess let's leave Hat Kid on Rumby just for fun. Alright, I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Yes, Chad, that is the sound of Active being on top of Rumby, of course. Now, I did check out Albie's tutorial for lag clipping, and I admit that was actually, I think that was pretty helpful, so I do want to see if I can give it another go again. So, if I can't do it in, I'd say, 5 minutes, then it would have to be something I either look at on my own time. Not focus too much on. I think I get what, happening here. So, essentially, when we're close to... Oh, yep. Hopefully I am. I made sure to get a drink. But thank you for asking. Staying hydrated is important, so we go here and... Not quite. I should probably use Laz. Okay. We're holding... If we're holding jump as well. Oh, that's a fair point. I do want to see if I can figure out where I'm ledge grabbing first. In order for it to work, as I always point out, we have to do it just before the clip. There. Might be been a little late there, but... There. Nope. That was very late. That was late. Thought I'd... On. Okay, so I have to do it before the ledge grab animation, I see. Okay. Might have been it if we were a little bit closer. Okay. I think that's before the animation. Nope. Yeah, I didn't get the lad. I can do it in 2 notches? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's true. So I should probably try to do this in as many notches as possible to really hit the lad. Okay. Use Andy for it. Oh, so I have to actually use... Okay. Oh yeah, there I saw the lad, I think. Nope. Okay. Nope. Oh. That wasn't quite it. Alright. More time. Whoa! Let's go! Chad, I think we did it. That's so cool. But, if I walk forward, am I gonna fall through the floor or something? Okay, I can stand there. I want to go to Alpine Skyline. Oh, I didn't do it? Well, this is new territory. Oh, there's a timepiece in here. Oh, wait a minute. Am I... Did I soft lock myself? I have to climb up here? Okay. If I can. And now I have to soft lock. Whoops. Alright, so that is possible. Interesting. So, settings, graphics. Most. That's so cool, though. Alright, there we go. Okay, you did for the lab and the gallery. Let me double check that. Hear me out, chat. I do want to actually do this correctly and not just basically fall through the floor again. So let's go back. Take a look. Once you're in, you have to jump on there. Oh, okay, so your platform up, then try to lag clip through again. Okay. Give that a try. I will admit, though, this is really cool. Never thought I'd be doing something like this. Don't. Oh dear. that was real. That was completely my fault, but I at least know what to do now. Good question, Snowflake. Who do I think's a better protagonist, Leia or Hackett? Leia, 100%. And what do I think makes a good protagonist? For me, this goes back to storytelling. So I think a good protagonist. Oh, that was almost it. A good protagonist has to go through... I think they need to... I should step back. What I like about Leia... Let's start with Leia and Hackett, first of all, to keep it simple. Hackett doesn't really go through any growth as a character over the course of the game. He just kind of... I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a fun character, but she doesn't, like... I don't really feel like by the end of this game she learns anything. Or if she does, it's very minor at best. It's not like you see Hackett growing and developing through this journey. It's more so that she's just getting her timepiece. And at the very end, she kind of sort of has sort of a conscience moment. But even so, it still feels like she's just still on her own little adventure, not really growing as a character, becoming more profound in ways. Whereas Leia, on the other hand, she grows and develops a lot as a character throughout the course of Crosscode. And that's why and it's not just that she grows and develops, but she also overcomes some huge personal challenges for her. And both of those, I think, are important key elements to having a good protagonist, is that you have to, one, there has to be character development and character growth. And two, that character development and character growth has to feel earned. So it can't just be like, oh, well, you stole something and then you got sent to jail. I guess you learned your lesson. No, that's not really... I mean, sure, it teaches you something, but it's not exactly... It's not particularly profound, nor does it feel like a legitimate change would come just for that. But on the other hand, if we go through difficult experiences and struggle and strife to basically become a better person or to learn something key, to me that is so important for a protagonist. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's funny, Alvi, that you can still do the glitches. Oh, interesting, LVSR. That's really cool to defeat those bosses quickly. Do I think Hat in Time would be a better game if Hat had an Arts of Source? I legitimately do, and I would say this for any game. Like, no matter how good your core gameplay loop is, if your game has it can always be made better with a good story. Like, that's just my viewpoint about video games, because lots of video games can really embrace the mechanics well and have fun with them. And that's so important to the game design. But I think even if your game is going to have a story, make it the best you can. And I am so bad. Because if Hatchet did go through like some major character development and have an art for her, then I think this game would have gone from being a great game to an exceptional. And Hat in Time is far from the only game that, this isn't a criticism of Hat in Time by any means. I love this game. I think its core gameplay mechanics are great. It has such a unique and fun level concepts. I love how... And I love just how much control you have over the platforming. So as a platformer, Hat in Time is top-notch. But in terms of story, I do think that's one place where there could be some room for improvement. It's just very bare bones and simplistic, which, to be fair, lots of 3D platformers fall into that category. But if it had in Time knocked it out of the park with its story, then I think it would be unquestionably the best 3D platformer made. Or at least among them. I know, exactly, Snowflake. I need to drink some green try, or else we're going to die. No. Okay. Like, I think I'm sort of getting the idea. I mean, I'm glad we got it to happen 3 times already, but... I'm just bad at navigating out of bounds. Okay. And... Nope. Yeah, exactly, Copper Nicholson. So I think Hat in Time has a little bit more story development than games like Mario 64, for example. Or we'll say some other comparable games like Donkey Kong 64. But even so, just because saying that you have a better story than those games isn't really saying much, because those games are extremely simple in terms of their story. There we go. So, compared to its competition, Hat in Time does a better job with its lore and such, but compared to other games like Crosscode, for example, or some other excellent RPGs, it's... Now, here's where we have to clip again, I think, through. Yeah, so we have to... try and... It's the same premise of the ledge grab strat. I don't exactly know where the point is. Okay, there it is. Like, look at this, chat. It's an invisible wall. Good question, Snowflake. Would Leia be a weaker protagonist if she couldn't say a few words? That comes down to writing at that point. Like, you can write a silent protagonist to be amazing from a story perspective. like a truly silent protagonist can still be amazing, have lots of growth, even if they never say a single word. And I think Shining Force 1 actually does a great job at that. Since the character says practically nothing, and yet is able to still get through there. Hey, Cool Al, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? But I do think, Snowflake, that Leia's ability to say a couple of words but yeah, I'd say the fact that Leia says even a couple of words is a really fun play on the genre, and I really appreciate that. What do you think, Snowflake? Do you think Leia would be a weaker character if she was a true silent protagonist rather than a protagonist that can only say a couple of words? Because I think that's... I really do think that her ability to say just a few words actually gives her a lot of charm. Yeah, she has to get pretty creative with how she communicates. How does this make any sense? Is there any way to, like, fall through the floor here? Or do we have to go with Lad? Oh, I see. So I have to do it before I hear the thud. Okay. Yeah, this area makes no sense. Okay. There. Nope. No. Okay, should do it a bit earlier then. No! How am I down to 1 HP in the starring area? Because I fell down into the ether 3 times. There we go. We're in, chat. We made it. I can't believe we made it. Thank you, Alfie. Let's go someplace we're not supposed to go for a while. To the lab! Oh, I agree, Snowflake, and that whole section where Leia is just saying why to Sir Day, that's one of my favorite sections. It's just so funny. No! Okay, let's, well, here's where we currently are with pawns, and, I think we're at 32 pawns, and I should update the memo real quick. So we're starting the lab with 32 pawns, and hopefully we can do this one. Okay, good thing these don't drop. And yeah, I love the take a Hat in Time does on, we'll say, the warp zones. Like, this is just so chill, yet so fun. Like, listen to this music, chat. Isn't this amazing? This really atmospheric. And really makes you feel like you're in like, the boiler water. That's what Clock Towers Beneath the Sea. Yeah, that's a very fitting title for the song, Albie. Now we're just going to carefully dive our way around. There we go! Ponless! Let's go! Alright, before we roll, I am going to update the counter. Which level was that? So that was the lab. Man, that's a much later level, so... Ah, the joys of speedrunning. See if I can... Oh, nope, not that one. My bad. Alrighty. Yep, there we go. Sure, Albie, I would like to try Gallery, because if I can do that Ponless, then that would prove that you can obviously do this Ponless, though. Oh yeah, it's actually Albie. Ooh, a remix. Oh, that's fun. Good question, Snowflake. Do I have a favorite song from the soundtrack? There's a lot of good music in A Hat in Time. So, I'd say in truth, I don't really have a favorite song. Hello, Emoji Maker 55. Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? I'd say my favorite tracks, so I'd rather have a couple songs I go back and forth with, so, and those would be, the credits theme, ironically, is actually, like, amazing and somewhat emotional. Your Contract is Expired, of course, that's an amazing song. Rush Hour is an awesome song as well. And in terms of, like, ambient music, both Windmill Peak and Wound Up Windmill. Those are great tracks as well. So, Albie, for the gallery, do I have to do it from here again, or do I have to do the glitch somewhere else? Oh, you should. Okay, I'll double check the gallery real quick. In the meantime, I do need to get a drink of water, so don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back.
Gallery. Do it here. Jump around here. You can stand on this thing. And then in between this little cog and this big cog, you can get a ledge grab. Like that. And then you're in the gallery.
Alright, welcome back everybody. So, I did check Albie's video again, and it's better to do it further over there, though I think you said it's still possible to do from here, just it's trickier. So, let's try it. Okay, we're up here. Then we get through right there. Then what we have to do is we kind of have to get to that hallway over there. That's going to be tricky. Not the one to flip up, but yeah. Okay. Darn it! I was pretty close. How did I find out about Hat in Time originally? Oh dear. That did? Okay. It might have been a Let's Play, I'm not sure, or it might have been just hearing about it in general, but I decided to purchase it on Steam one day and I fell in love with it. It's a great game. It was probably, I think it might have might have actually been one of Failboat's streams that I saw first that really got me interested in this game. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Failboat, but he's a pretty funny Twitch streamer. You get around and go from above. To be honest, that jump requires the STG. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what those mean, but... Almost. The power of lad is strong in this stream, isn't it, chat? Oh, I see. Sprint dash cancel, I think is what you mean. Well, unfortunately, I actually don't have the sprint hat yet, so... Alright, they're not required though, so don't bother. Okay. Good to know. Oh, that was almost it. Huh? No. Try that. Feels so close. Like, I see Hacked ladding, which is what we want. It's just a question of... Oh, right, I could jump on the gray tube. That might be a little bit easier. Yeah, that'll be easier. I hope you're okay with chat with me trying to do all these glitches, just because it's, like, I know if I was watching this might seem a bit boring, but it is all for science, of course, and when it finally, like, it's so satisfying when we finally do manage to make it happen. Come on. Grab that ledge, Hacked. Okay. Good to know. Thanks, Snowflake. There we go! Now we're in! Okay, so... Wait. What? Not quite in? I got stuck. No! I was only partially way through. No! I thought I was in. Oh well. Okay, now I think... What? Okay, we're here. Now we have to jump on that thing, I think. Yep. And... up here. Okay, then you walk along the piers. Very, very carefully. Oh, you got your job application now. Awesome, Copper Nicholson. Congrats. And you said I think it was between here, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, question. If I go off to the right, am I just going to fall through that tube and just die? Or is... like, I'm basically saying... Because I know I'm not good at this. Alright, don't fall down. Yep, okay. Oh. Oh, I did fall down, though. Now I have to die. So basically, I only get one shot at it. That's really frustrating. And there's, like, nowhere else that can be done for this. And there's, like, no collision on that. Okay. So tricky. I wish there was like a more consistent place to do that in, or at least a place where I could try again and again, but because I am not good at this. Oh, all this is a roof? Oh, all that's a roof. Okay, fair enough. There's really no way to... That jump probably isn't doable. It's pretty far. Yep, nope. Here we go again, I guess. Yeah, probably not for me. Not realistic for me. Good question, Snowflake. No, I do not ever anticipate Twitch or YouTube being my full career. The reason being is, one, I do actually enjoy working, we'll say, a quote-unquote normal job. I'm a mechanical engineer. I graduated with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and I enjoy that work. I think of Twitch and YouTube more as a way to build a community, make new friends, of course. Such as getting to meet all of you, for example, has been a real joy and pleasure. As well as also be a good way to kind of experience games I like in a new way. I like challenge running, of course. And finally, I think Twitch and YouTube could be very helpful with essentially getting my name out there, so that several years down the line, when I finish working on my game, at least there'll be a community that knows about it and might have some interest in it. Because there are so many indie games out there, and I really want to give the project I'm working on the best shot of success. So it's best to start building a community now while I'm still in the early stages of development. That is, to try and build the game first and then grow a community around it. At least that's my view. So yeah, does that answer your question, Snowflake? And yeah, mechanical engineering. Oh, that's awesome, Snowflake. You plan to start streaming at some point soon? That'd be pretty cool. Are you going to be streaming the projects you're working on, or is it more so like you'll stream something else and talk about your projects? Because I do want to eventually stream what I'm working on, or at least show gameplay of it, but for now I'm not quite there yet. I think that might be it. Come on. No! No. There we go. Jump. Dive. Perfect. Alright, we need to, because there wasn't any collision there. Okay, so this is the spot. We just have to do it perfectly, which is a tall order for me, unfortunately. Oh, cool. You picked an EV for your star. That's really cool, Copper Nettleson. Okay, fair enough, Snowflake. I would say you don't really need any special equipment to do streaming of PC games, for example. You just need to have Streamlabs OBS, which is free, and be able to set it up on your computer. But if it is something else, then maybe you would need special equipment. But I've been able to do this without any particular special equipment. And a microphone, of course, but I think that's pretty... I mean, a microphone's pretty standard nowadays.
You can get a ledge grab. Like that.
I am just going to try and rewatch the ledge grab that Albie did, because...
This little cog and this big cog. You can get a ledge grab.
So it's one hatchet.
Like that.
Right. Let's try this again. Oh, you don't have a computer. Okay, fair enough, Snowflake. In that case, yeah, you would need special equipment, but fair enough. Well, hey, it's good to have dreams to aspire to, Snowflake. And in the meantime, if you have any more art you can do or other games you want to work on, it's always good to keep practicing the skills. All right, sounds good, Albie. Thank you so much for dropping by. I really do appreciate all your tips. You've opened up a whole lot of possibilities. Hope you have an awesome night. Fair enough, Copper Nicholson. If you need to dip down to Emoji Maker 55, that's perfectly fine. But thank you so much, both so much for dropping by. I really do appreciate it. I stream 7 to 9 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, feel free to drop by again sometime if you guys want to. If not, that's fine too. Have an awesome week. Okay, stand right here. I have to jump off. I might have messed up there, but... Oh, no, I was too high. Come on. And... No! I'd be pretty chill about mods, honestly, Snowflake. Like, if people want to mod my game, more power to them, because I'm developing with Fusion 2.5, so they'd have to understand how to break down that code and all that. But I honestly, I really enjoy mods because I think it shows real passion to actually want to add to a game and learn how to do stuff for that, in my view. So I'd be super supportive of mods if, or I would say I wouldn't know, unfortunately, I wouldn't know how best to support them because I'm not the best programmer without using my special software, so I'm not sure if I'd be able to make any sort of mod API or something like that. I wouldn't know how to do that. But if someone wants to make a mod for my game in the future, power to them. All for that. I'm sure Emoji Maker 55. Is there any way to do this more easily? Because I am not doing this very well. Come on. Come on. Not really? Okay, this is... No! That is so infuriating. And there's, like, no way to clip through here, I'm guessing. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Please? Hold on. Maybe? Maybe this is wishful thinking, but... since it's kind of like we're getting pushed around here. Nope. I don't think there's any collision over there, or I doubt it. Wait. Hold on, there is collision there. What? Well, I can run there at least, because I think they consider that a wall. Okay, we're down. Oh no. Yeah, that's very true, Copper Nicholson. And there have been some mods in some other games that are just extraordinarily impressive. I think a great example of that would be... my bad. A great example of, like, a mod that really does change the... It really does kind of overhaul the game is, in Fatario. There's a mod that basically lets you leave the planet you normally play the game on and go to other planets. It just feels like a natural extension of the game. I think that's really cool. And Minecraft is another amazing game for mods, like all the Technic packs and Feed the Beast. I had a lot of fun with Minecraft Volts and Rip Tower 2. Like, some of my fondest memories with Minecraft are on modded variants of the game, just because there's so much more you can do. There's a much better sense of progression. Nope. There we go. that was close. This is going to be the glitchy stream. I think the spot is right here. Off. On. No! The odds of me actually dying this first try seem to be extraordinarily low. Is there anything that's a wall around here? And it'd be one thing if I could try this over and over again. Yeah. I really just wish there was some way to clip through this door. I think that's why we need the ledge trap so badly. I do find fascinating that there is kind of... Wait a minute. Nope! Maybe we can get back up there. And we're dead. I can't believe we died out of bounds. Like, that to me is just a... That's a milestone if ever there was one. Good question, Snowflake. I try to take the opinion that whether you're the first person to follow me or like the most recent person to follow me, I try to treat everyone as equally as possible. But would I ever want to do like a special stream like that for like a certain number of followers or subs? I'd say maybe if I had something that... If there gets a point where there's something to show with my game, or like I'm getting to a point where it's like, yeah, maybe it's not quite in a good state to show something, but if there's enough interest in it, I might, then yeah, that would be what I would do for probably like a special stream, would be showing stuff from my game. Or if that's not in a good state, but I still wanted to have a special stream, I might stream my favorite game of all time. Just for fun. I think that would be a nice thing to know. That's my thoughts, Snowflake. Dying in spaceship is an achievement in itself. Emoji Maker 55 says, yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, those would be my ideas. Either game stuff or... either game stuff or the, or streaming my favorite game of all time. Alright, well I tried to get back up there. I thought maybe we could wall run up, but no. I do think I'm getting a little more consistent here, but it's still... There we go. At least we're getting that more consistent. So, right here. Here's. Right? I hope this works. Let's go! We did it! Yes! Yes! Let's go! Yeah! Oh, that is true stuff, Redemptus. I could always try doing a social event, but we actually got in here and we didn't open that door. Let's go. You have gotta be kidding me. Go away, Pons. Go away. No. Oh, well, there's more anyway. Gosh darn it. Tied away 4 billion years. Do they disappear? Like, please tell me they disappear. There is an argument to be made that we're in the spaceship, so perhaps pawns don't count here, but even so. Look, chat, the fact that we made it here without going through that door at least proves, in theory, that you can get past Mafia Boss without collecting pawns, so that's why this is important. But I should update the starring counter. Let's go. The gallery. Yep, FN rips in chat. Ooh, okay. So, we're starting the gallery with 34 pawns, and this is the amount of pawns we have to get here. Without further ado, let's see what we can do. Good question, Snowflake. I think if we can get below 100 pawns, 100 mandatory pawns, no, maybe not 100. That might be a bit of a stretch. Actually, yeah, with the amount of levels there are in this game, if we could get below, we'll say 100 mandatory pawns to do 100% of the game, I think that would be an accomplishment. But we'll have to wait and see, because I don't know how bad it's going to get in the later levels. I'm really impressed that we were able to get here, though, and I'd say Albie and Emoji, I think you two are the speedrunners who are here. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I know I am not the best at this game. I am trying. But, your explanation, thank you for your patient guidance in doing those glitches. That really opens up some new doors for this challenge, and I really do get it. So again, thank you guys both so much. Or, sorry, I should say thank you both so much. I don't want to assume your gender. And if they both went to sleep already, I understand, because I think Albie says he's in Sweden, so it's probably super late where they are at. Can I run on that? Oh, I cannot. And that's gonna hurt. WASD lesson basically don't use... Oh! Emoji, that sounds like an interesting challenge run. So, let me guess. What you have to do is basically dive everywhere, right? And try to position yourself. Like, my only question is, how would you turn? Because I could see you just using only dives, but that does sound like a fun challenge run. Not quite what I wanted to happen. Oh, you attack. Wait, now how would that work? Oh, jump, dive, and attack. So try to, like... Okay. It needs to use a split screen co-op. Okay, well, that's not something I could do. But that sounds really cool, though. Thanks for sharing. Okay. And as a testament to this game's good game design, look how, in order to get into this room, we needed to have the brewing hat. And now that we're actually here, it actually uses the brewing hat's mechanics to add to the platform. And I think that's really cool, and good game design, of course. Because it means that they taught through the devs teach through the gameplay, and then they get to play with the gameplay. Right? Fighters, go. And here we are, or not. Let's go! Ponless! Yes! Alright, time to update the pawn counter. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gallery in the lab done early and pawnless. Ooh, that's a fun color scheme. Let's take it. Ooh, a rare sticker of Spirit Center. Excellent question, Snowflake. So, Snowflake's asking, is good sound effects important to good game design? I'd say depends on the game, but in general, yes, because sound effects add so much to a game. Like, listen very closely, chat, to the sound of not the music, but the footsteps for Hackhead. Notice how that kind of gives a little bit more of a feel to the game. It makes you feel like you're actually stepping there, as opposed to just Hackhead being a character. I mean, would the game still be perfectly playable and fun without little sound effects details like that? Sure. But having, like, footsteps like this really does add a whole layer to it, because it's not like it's just a generic footstep audio. It actually has, like, oomph to it, as though, like, you're stepping on a rug, and that's really cool. And I think it actually changes depending on the material you're stepping on. Like, right now, this is all rud, but if we had, like, some metal to walk on, it would sound like metal. Like, I think... Yeah. So here you notice how the material's different and Hackhead's footsteps sound different. That's good game design, because it provides better immersion. It makes it feel more real, because if you were to step on a surface like this, it would sound a bit different. You notice how it's, like, a bit softer on the rud versus a bit louder on, I think this is either plastic or metal. And how much does the sound matter in games to you? So yeah, now it's not just the sound effects that matter. It can also be the absence of sound effects that matter as well. In a game like Dark Souls, the lack of music in most of the levels actually does help build that sense of loneliness in the game, which is so important. And the sound effects in Dark Souls are amazing as well. They really add to the realism of the game, or the realistic feel of the game. Right here. But yeah, chat, I think now would be a good time to start wrapping things up. We did manage to beat 3 levels with as few pawns as possible, so... Unfortunately, 5 was the best we could do with the Mafia boss, but thanks to Emoji and Albie's suggestion, they showed that we actually didn't need to do those levels if we do glitches properly. So, at least in theory, Emoji Maker 55, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. As I was saying, what I find fascinating here is that the idea of a Ponless challenge run, at least for me, isn't dead yet, because of the fact that we could do the gallery in the lab earlier and have enough pawns to go to Deadbird Studios without going to He Came From Outer Space or Mafia Boss. So yeah, that's actually a really big accomplishment in my view. So what that means in theory is, from here on out, if we manage to get 27 timepieces total without collecting pawns in, I'd say 25 of them, then that means, in theory, we could go to the finale without ever touching a single pawn. Now, of course, obviously, we want to explore all 56 stages, but for the sake of mapping it out, this does show that a pawnless route is still possible, or at least it's something we could still explore. So that's really important. But I should start to wrap things up. So get up. So let's get up here. Yeah. If you're still on Twitch, I am going to do a raid, so feel free to stick around for that. But if you're watching on YouTube, please, and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. You can always change your mind later. It's a great way to show support. And if you are watching on YouTube, I hope you have an awesome night.